Here's an uncomfortable truth few people like to admit. Despite the cigarettes, despite food rationing, and despite medical care that would alarm us today, people in post-war Britain were, on average, healthier than we are now. Obesity was rare. Type 2 diabetes barely existed. Heart disease rates were far lower than today. So what was the secret? It wasn't superfoods or gym memberships. It was everyday habits we later abandoned, often without realizing it. In the 1950s, life itself was active. Before cars dominated streets, walking was simply how people moved. Most families didn't own a car, and even those who did saved it for special occasions. Children walked to school, mothers walked to the shops, fathers walked to work. Studies show the average housewife covered more than 5 miles a day just doing her normal routine. No one called it exercise. It was just living. Bicycles were everywhere, not as fitness equipment, but as essential transport. Men cycled to factories in suits. Women cycled to offices in skirts. Children rode to school with satchels bouncing on their backs. Even shop deliveries arrived by bike. A daily 10-mile cycle commute burned thousands of calories without anyone noticing. Then cars became affordable and cycling vanished. Those daily pedal strokes were replaced with sitting in traffic. Activity disappeared quietly. Portions shrank people too. Look at dinner plates from the 1950s, and you'll notice something shocking. They're small. 8 or 9 inches across, compared to today's oversized plates. Humans tend to fill whatever plate they're given. As plates grew, so did portions. Burgers tripled in size. Soft drinks quadrupled. We didn't decide to eat more, the environment changed around us. Convenience food simply didn't exist. In the 1950s, very few homes owned a refrigerator. Freezers were rare. Microwaves were decades away. Every meal had to be prepared from fresh ingredients bought that day. Cooking took time and effort, which naturally limited how much people ate. Meals were simple: meat, potatoes, vegetables. Rich, calorie-dense dishes were rare because they required money and time most families didn't have. That accidental simplicity kept people slim. Snacking was also uncommon. You ate breakfast, dinner, and tea. Maybe a biscuit with your mid-morning cup of tea, and that was it. Eating constantly throughout the day wasn't normal. Snacking was often seen as poor self-control, and food wasn't cheap enough to waste on boredom eating. Housework alone kept people active. Without washing machines, vacuum cleaners, or dishwashers, daily chores took more than 50 hours a week. Laundry meant scrubbing and wringing. Carpets were beaten by hand. Coal fires needed tending. A housewife could easily take 15,000 steps a day just keeping the home running. Modern appliances saved time, but they also removed constant physical effort. Cold played a role too. Most homes had no central heating. Only one room was warm. Bedrooms were freezing. Your body burned calories just to stay warm. Today, we live in permanently heated spaces and wonder why weight creeps on. Stairs were unavoidable. Homes, offices, shops, everything involved climbing. Taking a lift when you could walk was considered lazy. Now we avoid stairs and pay to climb machines at the gym. Meals were structured. Families ate together at tables. There was no eating in front of screens, no grazing on sofas. When the meal ended, eating stopped. Research shows this alone reduces overeating, yet we abandoned it for distracted eating. Sugar existed, but it was visible. You added it to tea or spread it on bread. Today, most sugar is hidden inside processed food, even savory items. People now consume more sugar while believing they eat less. Food was seasonal. Strawberries appeared in summer, apples in autumn, sprouts at Christmas. Freshness meant better nutrition and quicker spoilage, which prevented overbuying and overeating. Meat was expensive and eaten sparingly. Meals were bulked out with vegetables, oats, and pulses. This near-vegetarian diet turned out to be far healthier than modern meat-heavy eating. Sleep mattered too. Without constant entertainment, people went to bed early. Children slept 8 or 9 hours without effort. Today we sacrifice sleep and pay for it with poor health. 13 habits, none extreme: walk more, eat less, cook fresh, sleep properly. Which of these do you remember? and which do you think mattered most?